take a look at what happens when a sheep runs into a lion. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. Let that video speak for itself in terms of quality and superiority. Further solidifying what Elon Musk recently said, that Chinese car manufacturers are superior. Now, NIO was last trading at $6.15, 10 cents up. The 52-week low was $5.80. The 52-week high was $16.18. As a disclaimer, I hold 2,260 shares at $3.53. And on SoFi, I now hold 629 shares at $8.23. Remember, I have always spoken about the founder of Merck Pharmaceutical, Merck himself. He said, put customers' service first and all else will follow. And I have repeatedly said, this is what King William Lee does from the beginning. Unlike Elon Musk, he did not sacrifice research and development for shareholder profits and for pressure from shareholders, thus making me to fully understand and realize that this is a superior business model that will not only survive but will dominate the landscape. Listen to what King William Lee just did again. NIO to waive some fees for using swap stations along highways during Chinese New Year holiday. Between February 8 and February 18, NIO owners who use battery swap stations along China's highways will be exempt from service fees but will have to pay for electricity. Now, right away, some of the trolls, some of the shorts are going to come on shamelessly and say, oh, well, Mitch, isn't this means less revenue for us? I've said this before. 2008 was when I bought my first brand new car. It was a Hyundai Elantra. And, excuse me guys, it came with Sirius XM. When the 3-month free subscription was up, I was fiending for it. I was like, my God, I couldn't go back to a regular radio station with all the commercials. So if I wanted to listen to my old school rock, I could just turn it on. If I wanted to listen to reggae, I turned it on. If I wanted to listen to Bloomberg, which I don't listen to anymore, I turned it on. So it was a beautiful thing. And it showed that this is a genius way of showing people, look at what this is. Taste this apple. Do you like it? Oh, you like it. I have more for you over here. It's only $1 for one. It's genius. How will I know if something a technology that's brand new, how will I know if I want it if I don't get a chance to at least look at it, try it out? And this is a genius move. A genius move. So remember, during the last holidays, they were fist fighting, the Li Autos, the Xpeng guys. They were fist fighting to charge their cars. And our boys were pulling in their swap stations, swapping it out. And then the little girl was waving to them in the back seat while they freeze, waiting, fighting. Now, during the upcoming Chinese New Year holiday, NIO will waive a portion of the fees for vehicle owners to use battery swap stations located along highways, continuing a practice that has been in place for several major holidays periods in the past. And why do I believe this is working? I showed you guys the NIO charging swap map. I'll put it in the comments again, the link where you guys can download it to your phone and see how many swaps we're doing per minute now in China. So all of the animals who are coming out, the shorts to make you scared, oh, it's a waste of money, it will go nowhere. Shut your mouth, boy. And there's a reason why we're going to put out another 1,000+ stations this year. We are already in the process of doing it. Is because it's a winning business model. This is why Ample has swallowed their pride. The American company is now going in Europe to try to do it with that cheap plastic looking thing that they're putting all over Europe. Well, they just started. They're not putting it all over. They just started. Whose business model you think is superior now? They are following in our footsteps yet again. This is why I tell you guys, every time I get paid, even if it's 10, I will keep buying. So, between February 8 and February 18, NIO owners can have their service fees waived when using battery swap stations along China highways, except for vehicles used for commercial operations. And that makes sense. If it's commercial, they should pay. They're making bread. The company announced yesterday, NIO's battery swap fees consist of two parts, including a service fee and an electricity fee. The service fee is usually around $4 or 50 yuan per service. Electricity is usually around RMB 1.51 kilowatt and varies from region to region. The upcoming Chinese New Year holiday is from February 10 to February 18, when February 4th and February 18 being work days, albeit Sundays. So, I'm not going to go into the whole article, but this was genius yet again, guys, because remember, the Chinese celebrate this in a big way, and they're traveling, going to see their families, going to ancient places, you know, that are thousands and thousands of years old, etc., etc. And it's going to be a rush. Why not allow them to use this at such a discount? In fact, for free. They just have to pay for electricity for the most part, to get them more and more people used to this and seeing what a beautiful convenience it is. And it's coming around a great time of the year because it's cold, very cold over there, right? So they don't have to come out and charge. They're like, woo, let me pay this $4 to check this out. And then they're like, my God, this is beautiful. So also, remember I told you guys that they're going to pull the rug out of under Elon Musk. Well, when he went against the establishment and said that the Chinese EV companies are superior and incredibly good, that was something he wasn't supposed to say. He wasn't supposed to tell the truth in the open. It was a moment of truth. And when he went further to say, if they don't keep the tariffs in place, the Chinese EV companies, this is in his own words, will decimate them, will destroy most of the Western car manufacturers. That's how good they are. So when these shorts and trolls and negative Nancy's and animals come on the station to say, oh, the stock is trash, they are doing it because they know their time is short. Now, I told you guys they were going to pull the rug out from under him because they prop it up for so long, and now they're realizing, just like I told you guys on Investor Place and all the other Benzinga, etc., coming out and saying, well, you might want to have NIO as part of your portfolio. Now their tongues is twisting in their mouth like a wicked viper. Now, listen, Humpty Dumpty has fell off the wall. Take a look at this video and then we'll discuss it. Their own darling has now came out and bashed him. Take a look at this video, guys.
And then there were 6. Ooh, that's how I'm feeling about the magnificent ones. The 7 stocks who reminded people of the fabulous movie where 7 of our most badass gunfighters went to Mexico to save a village from some cynical, vicious bandits. But that little Magnificent Seven moniker may have reached the end of the line, because alas, not all seven are still magnificent. I think it's time to accept that Tesla has been shot. Not unlike Harry Luck, the first gunfighter to go down in the movie. And we either need to rename the group or perhaps the Super Six, maybe? Or search for a replacement. Get a seventh. Yep, on a sedate day where the market, I don't know, was Dow gained 138 points, S&P advanced 0.22%, both to record highs, NASDAQ climbed 0.32%. I think it's time that we think for a magnificent reshuffle. And I don't do this easily, because you know I respect the work of Elon Musk. I respect Tesla. First, why does Tesla have to lead? Beyond the creative license of cinematic analogy? Well, how about because it was at $299 in July of last year, and now it's at $208? Maybe because it's worth $663 billion now, well off the $1 trillion goalpost that we want these companies to have, or at least as tilt to? Doesn't help that Tesla stock has fallen 16% year to date. By comparison, standout NVIDIA, well, look at this, 21%. The other five, they're all in the black. Look at these numbers. Look at that number. It says it all. Or maybe in 2 days, when Tesla reports, we'll discover that the electric vehicle business has peaked and the solar business isn't going to make up for it. In the last few months, we've seen a host of ailments to the Tesla story, and it's gotten harder and harder to turn a blind eye to them. We ignore it, but we shouldn't anymore. Flagging sales in China versus other Chinese manufacturers, BYD, overtaking them as the largest electric vehicle maker in the fourth quarter sales. Possible U.S. saturation, a boutique pickup truck that is only going to challenge the F-150 in sales anytime soon. And let's not forget the declining value of the cars themselves, as we learned from Hertz, which owns a huge fleet of Teslas. It's an untold story. It's one that deserves more press.
Welcome back, guys. Now, this is what Elon Musk said. He said Chinese car companies are the most competitive companies in the world, which he should not have said openly, according to the establishment. They will have significant success outside of China, depending on what kind of tariffs or trade barriers are established. So he's basically saying these illegal tariffs, if they're not kept in place, they will be decimated. If there were not trade barriers established, they will pretty much demolish, this is his exact words, demolish most other car companies in the world. They are extremely good. Now, you see how quickly the establishment has turned around right away after he said that. All Jimmy Hat Cramer is now speaking the truth. That this is not part of the Magnificent Seven anymore. They knew he was not part of that club, but they propped the stock up. Now I bet you all my money they're selling off like they did on Friday, and they're going to continue to do it. They're going to continue to sell off, and they're going to pull the rug out from under him. Now his darling Jim Cramer has dumped him. So I hope you guys understand fully well what's happening. I said this was coming, guys. I said it, and it's happening. And with Humpty Dumpty falling off the wall, the neo-lions are on the rise, and the sun is rising on the east again. Like Ray Dalio said, this is a great buying opportunity. And if you invest based on patriotism, you're doing yourself an injustice. So I hope you guys found this video to be informational on this Saturday and inspirational for when the market open on Monday. We grab some more and we keep holding it from the shorts. You see the insults? They are coming at me vicious because they are in panic mode. If this video did that for you guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up right there, that like. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we have that warrior mindset like 50 said. We get rich or we die trying, guys.